Check out this crazy chart of everywhere that CBD binds. Do you think I can cover it all in 3 minutes? Let's see. I'm Lex Pelger. I do Canna Education for CBD, the makers of PlusCBD. Here we go. First and most wild, it binds to the PPAR receptors that are on the nucleus that regulate genetic transcription. In some cell types, CBD has been shown to change over 1,500 genes expression. It binds to both a glycine and a GABA receptor, which are two very important inhibitory neurotransmitters for helping to calm the brain down. It also binds these ion channels, which are involved with detecting heat or noxious stimuli. It binds to two of the adenosine receptors, which are inhibitory and something that caffeine blocks. And here's a big sexy one, two of the serotonin receptors. For all the good CBD does, probably a lot of it is via these two bad boys. It also binds to these three different G protein coupled receptors. These are receptors that are called orphan receptors. We don't know exactly what they do or what they exist for in a lot of cases, but we know that cannabinoids bind to them, and they may one day be known as cannabinoid receptors once more research is done. That's also true for these two G protein coupled receptors that CBD blocks, and these are the best bets, I think, for one day being known as CB3 and CB4 receptors. But let's not forget these liver enzymes. CBD makes a lot of changes to liver enzymes and how they process other drugs, either activating them or clearing them from your system. That's a whole other video and field of study. Let's go to the super sexy ones down here, opioid receptors. The top of every list about why people are using CBD, pain. It works via opioid receptors. How exactly, we're not sure, but it's there. The cannabinoid receptors, while not technically an antagonist of these receptors, it binds to something called the allosteric site, and it makes other things not bind there as well. So if you have CBD in your system, it changes the shape of the CB1 receptor, and other things like THC don't bind there quite as strongly, and it seems to help protect you from having a really intensely negative psychoactive effect from THC. This is an acetylcholine receptor. They're at the neuromuscular junctures. So when your brain tells your body to do something, it's acetylcholine that helps to mediate that talk between your brain and your muscles. This TRPM is another ion channel. This one mediates cold signals. Then you have a bunch of ion channels that are important for brain health, like this calcium channel, and this potassium channel, and this sodium channel. So when CBD helps to calm down the brain of epileptic children, it's probably using these channels that help to regulate the electricity of the brain. And on the membrane, one last sexy one, another of the serotonin receptors. Then inside the cell, it also affects these two enzymes, which are involved with acetylcholine again, neuromuscular junctures. This enzyme is responsible for modulating melatonin levels, which might be why CBD is helpful for sleep. Then VDAC1 is another place that's hugely important. It helps to regulate the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. New paper coming out about that importance this week. Then finally, our beloved Fa enzyme. This is the one that breaks down anandamide. CBD lowers the activity of this enzyme, causing levels of anandamide, our first discovered endocannabinoid, often called our neurotransmitter of bliss, to rise.